Hi everybody, it's Win. Hey guys, it's Daniel. Hi, it's Kim Kim. My name's Little Bronwyn. Hello everyone, it's Ed. Hi everybody, it's Kit. And welcome to another video by the Entropy System. Hi everybody, it's Win, and welcome to another video by the Entropy System. I have recorded multiple videos analyzing DID in media and talking about how I think that they are represented, whether they're represented well or not, according to how I would like to be represented in media. I have a playlist of those if you're interested in watching them. You can click that here. But today I'm going to go a little bit more in depth than I do in those videos. I'm not just going to talk about how DID is currently represented, but how I would like to see it represented, not just in media, but kind of everywhere. Obviously, I don't speak for the entire DID OSDD community. I can only speak for myself and my own opinions. But I thought that, it would be good to share. Everybody knows that the classic DID trope is that someone in the system is a secret murderer. That idea, for obvious reasons, bothers a lot of systems. And to some degree it bothers me as well. But someone being a secret serial killer is an idea that is so far out there that I find it very easy to clear from someone's mind. Split is generally hated in the DID community, but when I'm trying to explain what DID is to help someone understand, I'll say, jokingly, it's like Split, but, minus the murder and stuff. And they laugh it off and say, well, yeah, of course, minus that. And we move on. The thing that I have the most trouble with isn't the idea that we're dangerous, it's the idea that we're inherently unstable. Not that we cause harm, but that we can't take care of ourselves. We can't have a functional, happy life. Even the best media representation out there still shows people with DID as struggling to have a normal life, as constantly having huge memory gaps, finding it difficult or impossible to hold a job or have friendships, and just kind of generally being a burden on everyone who comes into their life. That is the representation that bothers me the most. Having large gaps in memory, having DID disrupt your relationships or your work life, is a part of a lot of people's journeys. It was a part of mine. It was a part of a lot of other systems that I've talked to. It's not that having that unstable character is unrealistic. It's just not all of the story. If you talk to a lot of people in the LGBTQ+ community, a general consensus among them is that they're tired of seeing coming out stories in media and they want to just see healthy, happy gay couples just being themselves and not having the drama centered around the fact that they are gay. Same, but with DID. There is so much more to our life than the initial struggle. And by having that be the only thing that is represented, it's degrading. I felt hopeless when I first got diagnosed, not because of movies like Split, although that did sort of mess with my head, but because of the quote-unquote good representations in media like United States of Terra. I thought that I could never be happy with this disorder, that I would never be functional, that I would never be anything but a burden. Like, what was even the point of going on and trying to have a normal life? Because everything is sensationalized. And I understand to a point why they would want to do that. That's what makes an interesting story. People need drama to feel engaged, and the beginning of the DID story, that sort of very switchy, very hey, are you doing okay? You look kind of out of it. Do you mind if I switch out with you? Yeah, actually, Could you? Alright guys, bye. Hey guys, it's Daniel. Don't lie. How many of you skipped to this point in the video before watching what came prior? This is exactly why we don't switch on camera and why we don't want switching and time loss to be the main focus of DID in media. It's fun. It's sensational, right? Oh, I completely get why something that is that seems otherworldly is interesting, but we don't want DID to seem weird and otherworldly. Like, that's the whole thing. We don't switch on this channel. We haven't since day one, even though we got a lot of requests about it. Why? I mean, one, there's a personal comfort thing of just not liking to switch in front of people. And two, we don't want to sensationalize DID. We don't want you to come to our videos and say, ooh, that's so bizarre. How do you function? Life must be so hard. We want you to come to these videos and say, wow, look, there's a functional person. My ideas about this being this far out disorder must be incorrect. All I see here is success and teamwork. Like, are there days where we can't control switches and things just go wild? Yeah, absolutely. Are there times when we lose time? Not a lot anymore, but yeah, it still happens. But that's not who we are, and that's not what this disorder is, and that's not how we want the world to see us. Because honestly, the biggest fear that we have is that people will assume we are not functional, not responsible, not worthy of trust because we have DID. Because they're worried we're going to lose time, or they're worried we're not going to communicate, or they are worried that someone is going to suddenly switch out and drive things into chaos. We have a family member who we've told about our DID, who never wants to have conversations about it, who never asks us questions, who never wants to engage with anyone except for Win. Whenever we bring up our DID or our YouTube channel, this family member will go back to the same story, which is that she encountered someone with DID, and one day they were all at dinner when that person's little came out and started crying. The way she described it is, we were all sitting there when all of a sudden, wah! That's how she describes it every time. And that hurts, because that's all she can see. She saw the sensational, bizarre nature of it, and she's stuck there. And there are a lot of people out there who are stuck in that because it's the cool part of DID, because it's the interesting part of DID. And after they see that cool, interesting part, they don't want to go back to just the normal, boring, functional bits. I mean, it's obviously not boring. It's far from boring. I think it's a really interesting disorder, and I have it. I still have tons of questions about DID. How does the inner world work, and why? Why do we behave the certain ways we do? Like, what origin did that have? Why the hell am I named Daniel? Like, we never knew a Daniel. I don't know, like, did that have an external source, or was that just like the name? Was I inspired by a TV character that I don't remember? I don't know. Where'd this name come from? There are a lot of questions that I have, and, you know, a lot more to study, and I'm interested in seeing future studies on DID. Like, it's still an interesting disorder. I just don't want it to be a sensational one. Neither does Win, or Kit, or Kim Kim. We want people to look at us and say, wow, other than that whole sharing a body thing, they seem perfectly normal. Because really we are. We're normal people, living life as normally as we can. We just have one significant difference in that there are a bunch of us sharing a body. But we still have we still have hopes, dreams, fears, likes, dislikes, passions, disgusts. We're just like you. 3D developed human beings who want to fit in and have a good life. Just like you guys. And that's the kind of representation we want to see in media. And everywhere. DID is not sensational. It's interesting, but it's not sensational. And that's kind of my bit. So, Thank you guys for watching. If you did watch this far, I appreciate it. I guess my question for you all is, do you feel like we have desensationalized DID for you? I'm really interested to see how your view of DID has progressed through watching our channel. Please share that in the comments below. I'd love to read about it. And please, each and every one of you, remember that you are loved, you are valuable, and you are valid. Take care, guys. Bye. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I want to take a moment to thank Elizabeth and all of our patrons for supporting our channel. You guys help us make better content every week, especially during these hard times. The fact that you're still supporting us, even if it's only $1, really means the world to us, so thank you. We also want to remind you guys that the Entitled to Life conference is still on. Gonna happen this November in San Francisco. Like and subscribe and follow us on Instagram and Twitter for updates on both the conference and our lives. Take care, everybody. Bye.